All right, one last thing I want to show with this before I go is that I said that your camera is being used as a reference in your scene. So technically in this scene, I am using my camera is actually being brought in as a referenced element into this scene. It's if I go to my reference editor here, reference editor, um, I'm actually using multiple references in this scene. So basically a reference is a model that you create and you can share it to other it can be exist in other scenes, but wherever it exists in other scenes, it's referencing back to the main file. The main file could be updated and changed at any time, and those scenes with that as a reference will also get the updates. So if, for instance, I wanted to change, so here's my end controller for my camera. Let's say I wanted to make that a different color. I wanted to change my camera to a different color. All right, so I'm going to save this scene. I've saved this scene. I'm going to save it. I'm going to open up a new scene, and I'm going to get my depth of field. So here's my depth of field camera. I'm going to say open. If I go in now and I make changes to this, say I wanted to make this, like I said, a different color, for instance. Okay, so let's say I make it I want to make it a red or some kind of color. So I can distinguish it. So I'll make it red, and I'll make the camera itself. Let's see if I can. I'll make this camera a specific color. Let's see if I can. Drawing overrides, enable overrides, and I will change it to let's say I make it a yellow. Okay, so now my camera is yellow. Okay, I'm going to save that. But let's say I added more attributes. Let's say I wanted to add more controls. Whatever it is, pretend that I've done that. Now, when I go back to the scene that I was using a minute ago, look, there's my control, and it's red. And if I was to look at my scene in a different point of view, my camera, oops, I'm using my camera, wrong thing. I'm supposed to go to here. There's my yellow camera. So any change that I make, it's updated, and that's really important. So in this particular case, I have my character coming in as a reference. So in my reference, I can see the objects that I have in my scene, and if I can check them and uncheck them, and I can turn off my reference. So there, I just took my reference out of my scene. So any changes that I make can be used. So you can make this camera and have it in like basically an assets library, and your depth of field camera can be used in any scene that you want. You don't have to rebuild it all the time. You can simply just pull it in as a reference. And as you go along in your work and you think, oh, I'd like to have this attribute added to my depth of field cam. Oh, I want to add this and add that, and maybe I want to add some custom other controls. Every scene that uses that reference will get those instant updates. You don't have to do it again and again and again. All right. That's, I think, the end of what I want to talk about. So I hope that's helpful for you guys.